Okay, so tonight we have something exciting to talk to you about. Normally, when we get the whole team together like this, it's a product presentation, but this is something that we believe is equal or even better to a new product launch, because for the first time ever in Engage history, we have put together a comprehensive duplication system that we know will bring great benefit to everyone. Now, everyone knows that if one is starting to build a business, if you are starting to build a business with Engage, what is absolutely the most important for you as an affiliate that is building a team is that everyone that you recruit also goes out and repeats what you're doing and recruits other affiliates and so on and so on. So to get the duplication system working is an absolute must for you growing your business with Engage if you're in the team building business. So tonight, we're going to have John and Dave, and Dr. Prasad is also going to come on stage here for a few minutes. But we're going to have John and Dave take us through our new Engage duplication system. We're going to teach you in the philosophy of how you get this to work. We're going to show you all the great marketing assets that's been developed to help you communicate with your prospects. So we are extremely excited about being able to launch this tonight to our whole field. With that being said, we want to hand the time over to Dr. Prasad. We have asked him to share with us his vision for why he has done everything he's done, why he developed MicroDaily, and what his vision is to accomplish for the rest of his life, working with Engage and working with you. So we asked him to take out a little bit of special time here to just share his vision with the rest of us. So please, Dr. Prasad.
Thank you, Robin.
Jonathan, you want to move the slides here?
So here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think for initial, my vision was very narrow when was only to develop a radio protective agent so that when people get exposed to high doses of radiation, they can be alive and well for a long time. But then later on, I expanded my vision and said, maybe I can develop something which can help our troops while they are fighting in a very hostile environment in a war, and then become that, yeah, that can be also applicable to a civilian, because civilians are also exposed to all kinds of toxic chemicals from diet and environment. So I should develop a product which can be useful to both military as well as civilian. And for that, we, as you know, all that it took about 6 years and a lot of money to develop the initial product called MicroDaily. And that question was that, yeah, you have developed it, tested it with the Marine Corps while in training and veterans returning from war in Iraq and Afghanistan. And we got all very positive result. Even civilian trial, we had a very positive result. So the question was that now we have an excellent product which has been well tested, only product that has been so well tested in human as well as in the animal model for radiation protection. And so the next question is, what do you do with that product? So initially, when product we developed, there was previous company didn't do well. And so then you can say it was divine intervention that I met David. And while talking to him, I felt very compelled that there are few people that I have talked in my life which is as concerned about people, the well-being of the people, health of the people, and wanted to help. And not only that, but he's the one among the very few persons that I met who is so honest and trustworthy. And with his background, when I came across I thought he is an excellent businessman, and plus all these human quality that not many business people have it. And so I said, can I join you? And then he said yes. And then from there on, we together have marched towards the journey for the well-being of the whole people of the world. And of course, we also admire very much the people who have made this possible, because only David and I could not do it. And then Jeff is another person that I want to acknowledge, who has done so much, very hard job to bringing the message to masses. And now, because of his efforts, and of course, David's business model that I understand very little, but it is very productive model. And so I'm very happy, and I'm fully confident that our mission that we started is going to go much, much more than I ever expected. And this because of you, and of course, because of the David, brilliant idea, brilliant business idea. And then, so I'm extremely happy with that and hopeful.
Well, thank you, Dr. Prasad. Without you setting the foundation, we wouldn't have the chance to talk about what we're going to talk about today. So today, really, the message to you, our engaged family, fellow affiliates, and people who share our vision of bringing health, wellness, and goodness to the world, we really want to invite you to join me and Dr. Prasad, join David and Dr. Prasad, because tonight we have a message we think that's going to be very powerful and can be impactful for you in your business. I want to talk about what really at the core of it is. At Engage, we're about being real. And so tonight we want to get real. We believe that real products and real money or real opportunity can help bring real goodness to the world. And we know that that can happen by being real. And for us, being real means being resilient, striving for excellence in all that we do, being authentic, and having at our core a motivation of love. And so we call that at Engage being real. And so tonight I want to introduce you to a new member of the team. I think many of you have met him, but just want to introduce you to John Barton. John is one of you. He's been an affiliate for over a decade in several companies, and he was an affiliate with Excellence. And so a couple of those companies recruited him to join their corporate team. And John was introduced to Engage and myself by a CEO of another company with whom he had worked, and they'd grown their company to well over $100 million. And John had been a part of that journey. And as I was introduced to John, as we got to know John, we discovered a real kinship, a comradeship, a friendship, an alignment, harmony in our values. And so John made the decision to join our team. So John, we're going to hand the baton over to you. John is going to be someone that you are going to spend a lot of time with. He's been hired to be our VP of sales and to assist you and support you and work with you and meet you where you're at. So John, thank you for being a part of our team. And I know you've had the last month, we've been working intimately together to fine tune this duplication model. So why don't you share with our team and our community and our family of Engage affiliates what we think can be very impactful and important for them in their business.
Well, absolutely. And thank you to Dave and Dr. Prasad and the legacies, and probably even some of you growth team, because you've really pioneered this company. And I think sometimes we mistakenly assume that everybody who's standing on the top of the pedestal, they have the gold medal around their neck, or they're these big tycoons, or maybe they're the parent that we want to be. I think we tend to think that it was all sunshine and rainbows. And success is often, when you look past that shiny moment, it's often built with a lot of adversity. And weak people, adversity causes them to fail. And weak people, adversity causes them to leave. And adversity sucks when you're going through it. And every single one of us have gone through it. And I think that's what I really appreciate about Engage and about this team, is that your story is filled with adversity, and your legacy is filled with adversity. And I use that word legacy because it's been on my mind since I've become a parent. You start to really think beyond yourself. And it's one of the greatest gifts, is being able to realize there's other reasons to live than for ourselves. And so when we're talking about duplication, I always think about the legacy that we get to leave that next generation. And I want you to just think back to those key moments in your life, maybe some key people that resonated in your life. when I was a very young kid, we were super poor. I mean, we were poor to the point. Dr. Prasad, I'm not even going to try to compare that. My upbringing was as challenging as his, but for those who grew up in the United States in the 80s, we were super poor to the point where we would boil water, and that water would be what us 7 kids would bathe from. So you'd have to get the right mixture, of course, with the cold and the hot. But there was this couple, it was a friend's parents, Deb and Roger. And when my dad would never pick me up on time, when I was getting out of work, and I would be hours and hours waiting, and the embarrassment would sit in because, of course, my coworkers would ask if I wanted a ride, and I had all this pride. I didn't want to make my dad look weird or like a dad that wasn't there. And so I'd always say, yeah, my dad's coming in. And most times he wouldn't end up coming. And I would call Deb and Roger, and Deb and Roger almost every time. It didn't matter if it was 9 p.m., 10 p.m. on a Monday, a Tuesday, a Saturday, they would come pick me up. And I think about Deb and Roger's legacy as they were going through the inconveniences of pouring into a troubled young kid who didn't have a loving neighbor, a loving home. Deb and Roger, they left a legacy where they played an important part in my life and my kids and my wife and the people I've been able to resonate with, because if I didn't have them in my life, I can see how I probably would have made a lot of bad decisions and ended up in a different disposition in life. So why do I say that? Because a lot of companies I find in our industry, they're really geared towards themselves. If you put this compensation plan to any other company out there, you're just going to get a lot of people selling products, because an all of it bonus, wow. I mean, that doesn't compete. 50% is mind blowing in our business. Nobody, to my knowledge, and I've been in the industry for 20 years, nobody does an all of it bonus. So you think of this company in the hands of people who have less character or less legacy mindset, and it becomes wasted. It just becomes a bunch of hardcore salesmen and women who are trying to make a quick buck. But why I think this company, we're right on the cusp of it, is because the character of our field, you're always thinking, how can I bless other people? How can I leave a legacy that I may or may not be able to see? And that's what the 90-day Engage way is about. It's about, and we're going to share with you what it is. It's going to take the strength of your character, that desire to leave a legacy, that desire to help people, that desire to teach a man or a woman how to fish, not just fish, that when you take this refinement of fire, this duplication system that Dave, the legacy, Robin, Michelle, and I know I'm forgetting others, so I apologize, but they've put in this time, energy, and effort over the last handful of months. When you take your character, your strength of wanting to leave a legacy and to help other people, and you combine that with it, we're going to have some very special things that happen. And the byproduct is that you're going to see more people smiling as they have hope, because now they're not bloody in their knees as they plead for how am I going to pay my bills. You're going to see people who were maybe spending a lot of time just couch surfing, just watching Netflix, probably dealing with some lack of self-confidence because they weren't feeling value. You're going to start seeing how you're giving people an opportunity to have fulfillment in their life, because now they're living for something beyond just themselves. Now they're actually having an ability to bring health, to bring wealth, and to bring goodness to the world through the Engage way. Now, we are very strategic when we put this this mantra of I do, we do, and you do. And I want you to think about this model that's existed in our world for thousands of years of apprenticeship, right? You have this new kid, he or she wants to be a plumber, and they will follow a master plumber, and they will learn the tricks and the trades. And that plumber does it all in the beginning. And they're saying, young student, come and watch me, see how I do it. Now, as the kid starts to see how they do it, the modeling, now that kid starts to do it on their own or starts to do it with that master plumber. And the master plumber has the kid try, and the kid makes mistakes, and the master plumber's there to critique and to help and to cheerlead on. And eventually that kid, they are able to do the plumbing themselves, and the master plumber's just giving tips. And now what happens as this plumber is now, this young kid is now a master plumber. Now they teach the next generation. That is what you're going to see here with I do, we do, you do. We're going to start by talking about you leading by example, you showing all those people who are watching, whether they're in your organization or not in their organization, you're going to show them how to impact this world through our products. So to get into it here, the definition that we're going to use for duplication, okay, because the terminology we're talking, or the concept we're talking about, is duplication. It's about getting more people to take more action more effectively. If you look out at the world right now, there's a lot of people that are taking a lot of action, and it's almost like they're just treading water. They're staying in place. So it's not just always about taking more action. There's a lot of busy people out there that aren't getting ahead. What we want to share with those folks, as well as with you and our team, is helping more people take more action more effectively. If we can help them understand the best use of their time, now they get to succeed at a faster rate. Now, with our success, we obviously want to keep those people. We want to make sure that people are experiencing our products and our opportunity. I love how we're not a get rich quick. Those things crash and burn super duper fast. We all know horror stories in the industry. We have phenomenal retention, leading in the industry. And it's because of our commitment to wellness and health. We know that our products, they need to be taken day in and day out, because just like brushing our teeth or bathing, we want to make sure we're taking good nutrition on a daily basis, because that's the key to optimize our health. The byproduct of that is this nice industry striving for concept called wake up income or residual income, where it's true residual income. Because we have such high retention, you get to feel great knowing that you're helping people get healthy. Plus those people that you bring on board to your team, they can have a nice solid residual income that's coming month in and month out. So the first key concept that we're going to want to talk about here is share. So you're going to hear throughout this next handful of minutes, you're going to hear about sharing, share, enroll, and retain. And this is the key for, or the output of this, or the goal of this, is to help customers, or sorry, our new affiliates earn $500 in their first month. Now, why is this important? Well, if you can remember back to your first beginning, and I understand we have a one-room schoolhouse right now, so some of you are the seasoned veterans like Jeff and our legacy team, and others of you, you're probably going, what is the name of the company again? Because that's how brand new you are. Regardless of when you started with us, for the vast majority of people in our industry, the key income that they want to make is $500 a month. And that actually supports government statistics when it talks about the number of people who said that they would have been able to avoid foreclosing on their home during the 2008 financial crisis. Of the people that they polled, the vast majority of them said, if I just had an extra $500 a month, just an extra $6,000 a year coming in, then I would have been able to avoid foreclosure on my home. So $500, $6,000 part-time is that magic number. And that's why we're going to share with you a simple approach to helping people, your new affiliates, doing that, as well as yourself doing that right away. So with share, what we're talking about with share is we're taking somebody who's brand new or yourself, and what we're wanting to trigger, what we're wanting to get, is we want to share something with an audience or a prospect or a friend or a family member. We want to share something that gets them to want to know more, to learn more. And one of the most powerful tools that you have is your story. I want you to think about, what was it that you were dissatisfied about your health? What was it that you're dissatisfied about your mental clarity? And now I want you to think about, well, what products from Engage did you take? Now I want you to think about, well, what was it that you noticed after you started taking those products? And then how did that make you feel? How did you feel knowing that I'm able to play on the living room floor with my grandkids now. Oh, how did it make you feel knowing that you were able to hang Christmas lights up this year, and you didn't have that soreness and swelling that you normally did? How did it make you feel feeling like you could pick up your own groceries and put them in your car, right? All these different things. How did it make you feel? Right there, that's your story. I was unable to do this. I started using these products. I started noticing this. And the best part is I felt like this, and that's how it made me feel. That's your story. And so when you share that story, people are naturally going to ask you, well, tell me more, or what are you taking, or what's it all about? And that's where this next cool tool that was put together by our marketing team, you're going to want to share with them this tool or this video.
Along with activity and rest, eating a healthy diet is a vital part of living a healthy lifestyle. But did you know that even the healthiest diet can still leave you with micronutrient deficiencies? And those deficiencies make you vulnerable to constant attacks on your health from free radicals and oxidative stress. Free radical production caused by oxidative stress is an issue that leads to a host of human health conditions. Just as a lead pipe left out in the rain over time will oxidize or rust, we human beings are aging and rusting because of free radicals. Now, imagine how you would feel if your immune system was at its peak, or if your body could recover faster and better, allowing you to get back at it that much quicker. With MicroDaily, you can. Originally developed for the US military and the culmination of 4 decades of research, renowned scientist Dr. Prasad created MicroDaily. It's the world's most scientifically validated supplement formulation that provides you the right micronutrients you need to neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress in your body at the cellular level.
The benefits of MicroDaily have proven to be much more than I originally thought possible. Through MicroDaily's CQF standard, which stands for combination, quantity, and form, the right combination of antioxidant micronutrient in the proper quantities using the specific natural biological form helps to support the body's ability to unlock its full potential by maximizing absorption and delivering maximum results.
You can't stop the natural process of aging or the stresses of life. But with MicroDaily, you can do something about them. Build your perfect MicroDaily bundle and get started on the path to optimal health today.
All right. What a great one to share that story.
Oh.
Have the video do it for you.
Yes, very good.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Prasad, you like it?
Yes, loved it.
I saw that you made an appearance in it. Did you know that?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't see that video before.
We're going to want to make sure Dr. Prasad goes viral with that video. So in order for Dr. Prasad to go viral, we want to make sure that we're sharing that with qualified prospects. And I use that word qualified very specifically because spamming this out, no, we don't want to be like that where we just indiscriminately spam it out. Blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while, and a broken clock is right twice a day. But it's not the most efficacious way to spam out that video. But when you have somebody that's like, "Ooh, I'm interested. Can I learn more?" That video, wow, it's like having Dr. Prasad in your phone 24/7 and right at your fingertips and just giving it good clarity. So as you can imagine, when somebody's watching this video, their curiosity is going to be piqued, and they're going to see and they're going to start to understand. And as you're building that relationship with them, the conversation is going to come to a point where you're going to want to invite or ask them to get started to use these products. And with using those products, there's obviously a lot of different ways you could start people. After speaking with many of you, I know that there's really great products, and everybody here, there's some type of package or bundle that you want. All are fantastic. What we have built together with Dr. Prasad's input and recommendation is the Dr. Prasad's Choice Bundle. Now, this bundle was put together so that it can have this holistic and targeted approach and to really give people a great spectrum of our products. Why I love it in terms of our ability to duplicate is because when we feel like when the everyday person, that messy bun mom, or that person who's a marketing director, or whoever he or she is, when they come into into our company, they really want to help people and they want to help themselves. And sometimes when you have like really, really smart people, that's awesome. That's great. That's one of our key factors. It can be intimidating if somebody feels like they have to be a product expert and they have to know as much as Dr. Prasad. Now, we don't tell them they have, and of course we don't share that they should, because of course not. We want everybody to feel like they have a home here, but you can understand how sometimes somebody may feel that way. But by having this perfectly crafted, scientifically backed bundle, we can confidently, whether you're brand new or you've been with us for a while, we can confidently share that bundle, knowing that for the masses, the majority of people, whatever they're looking to improve upon, they're probably going to improve upon it. And now when they start to share their story, they get to point back to this great bundle that they were using and how it impacted them. So as you can see, we share our story that creates some interest. Then when somebody's wondering what else or what can I learn more, we share that video. After that video, you can see how somebody would be interested. They're going, what products should I use, or what do you take? This is just an option. It's a great option. And of course, speak with whoever your upline and your sponsor is. They can share the bundle and packages that they have, but this is a good one. Now, what I want to do is I want to bring on one of our legacy members. So I'm going to look for Coraline Chavis here and see if I could find you. Coraline, can you pop on?
Jeff will find her for you.
Yep,
Jeff
there you are, Coraline. I see you. Can you unmute yourself? And somebody may have already there we did I do it? The button moved at the last minute.
Are we done? We're good?
Are you spotlighted? Is she spotlighted,
Yep.
everyone?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Am I?
You want to take, then you've got to stop the presentation, John.
That's
Stop
right.
the share. There you go.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Coraline, I was wondering if you'd be able to share. You have been part of this and have been sharing it. I was wondering if you would be so kind of just to share your thoughts on how you see this helping the everyday person or your team.
I am so excited about the duplication process because we have such a unique opportunity here. And we focus so much on the product that sometimes we forget the opportunity. And some of us that have more experience, we go out and do things, but so many people don't know exactly what to do. So you don't have to be a researcher. No one could even be close to Dr. Prasad. So, but to have a tool that everyone can use, that you can simply call, talk to the person, see if they're interested, and if they are, then send the tool to them. I love it. I love that it's step by step. I love that it's 90 days because so much of what we talk about is 90 days. We talk about using the product a minimum 90 days. Now we have a 90-day, I do, you do, we do. We all work together and we create success. So for me, I have been waiting for this tool. I'm super excited that today is the day that we get to see the entire project and now we can begin to use it. It's just powerful. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, Caroline, and thank you for the work that you and the other legacy team put into it. All right, I am going to remove that. Oh, there it is. There are ninjas behind the scenes doing some great work with this Zoom. Thank you. All right. Okay, can you see the PowerPoint? I'm seeing some nods and okay, thank you, Robin. All right. So as you can see now, we talked about the share, we got the enroll, and now it's that retain, right? We're not about just slamming products. We do know that there's magic. Magic, probably not the right word. There's scientifically backed reasons why somebody's going to feel a result with our products. But we also know that these products don't work through osmosis. These products work by somebody actually opening up the product and putting it into their mouth. They could rub the bottle on their skin all they want. They could shake it over their head all they want, and it's not going to work. It's going to work as soon as they put that product into their body. Now, we get busy as people. We have things that distract us. And so follow-up is about having a relationship to make sure the person who purchased those products from you are using them. And you know what? Sometimes people, they need a little bit of troubleshooting. They need to navigate a certain scenario or a certain lifestyle, or maybe they're working third shift. And so there's just these little things, not major things, but little things that will help with retention. And it comes through having a strong relationship. You've also heard it called in our industry as follow-up. So to take all the guesswork out of it and to help to make sure that your customers are getting really good results, because the byproduct of just 8 of them a month on the Dr. Prasad's Choice is going to have that steady $500 a month coming in and month out for yourself or your new affiliate that does it. So to help with that, our marketing team put together a really simple retention guide. Now, this retention guide, it's just giving some ideas and guidance in terms of what you can do to have good retention. Of course, anybody can be average. And hey, if you're average, we are so happy that you're here. From the short month that I've been here, I know that most of us, if not all of you, your kind of threshold is excellence. Why? Well, it's because of the culture that we have here. Dr. Prasad, to Robin, to Dave, to our legacy team. When you think of these folks, you think of excellence, and therefore you get more excellent affiliates because they come in and they know that's the standard. And I know most of you are doing that with your customers, but this is going to be a good guide. I'm going to strongly encourage every one of you to get it. And just from time to time, do a little checkup, right? See how am I doing? Am I providing excellent retention with my customers? Am I helping them to make sure they get some maximum results? So to share a little bit more about retention and follow-up and how this is being used, I'm going to introduce one of our other legacy members, Beth, to share a little bit more about her follow-up and retention and how this is being used. So I'm going to stop the share. And Beth, I'm going to spotlight. You already have a spotlight. There we go.
So the way I follow up is when my people get their products, I always call them, go over the product, and then I return back to them in about 3 days and see how they were taking the product, and then in about 7 days. And I keep in touch. The first 90 days is very important, but the first week and the first month is extremely important. So I keep a notebook of who signed up, and when they signed up, I put it in my notes. And so I'm able to call them. I do ask everybody to call me, but a lot of times they don't. So I just go ahead and follow up. So that's what I do.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Beth. And I know there's probably a little bit more in there, but I think that's a great start, everyone. And one of the things that I've known from talking with Beth is a common mistake that is made in our industry is that people think that, well, if I do nothing, then it'll just, through chaos, people will naturally want to ask me, and they'll come out and they'll bang down my door and they'll say, hey, I have this money right here. Can you please give me that? You know, people are super busy, and follow-up is a great way to service our customers and to make sure their needs are met. And what you heard with Beth and what this document is encouraging is a strategy, is to have a process. Even a simple process, even a small follow-up is better than no follow-up, because what it's doing is it's something that can be replicated with your team. Plus it allows you to, whether it's your notebook or your planner, it allows you to write it down and to know what your next step is and helping that customer. So thank you, Beth. All right. Okay, so I shared a little bit about this whole idea of making $500. I'm going to strongly challenge each and every one of you to go out and apply this and see how quickly you can earn $500 through this very simple method. And as you're putting it into practice, I just want to call out how this is going to be used. Okay, so I want you to imagine, we'll say just for simplicity, you have your story. Okay, well, when was the last time you shared that story with somebody else that hasn't heard your Engage product story? Okay, well, share that story. Okay, that sharing that story is gonna get a response. Now, a response could be indifference. We can't rule that out. There could be people that hear your story and they don't care. Okay, well, that happens, right? There's things you don't care about as well, okay? So you share your story, and let's just say that eventually somebody's gonna have an interest and there's gonna be some curiosity, okay? The next step after they show an interest, they probably wanna know more. You share that video, that the micro daily video. Okay, after they see that, that's gonna give them a little bit more confidence. They're probably gonna say something like, hey, oh, so what do you use? Or what's my next step? Or does this stuff really work? You want to be prepared to be able to share your testimony and have confidence on the products you use. And then you could use the Dr. Prasad's choice and say, hey, this is a great way that you can start. There's plenty of people that start like this. This is what I would recommend. Okay, now they're going to have some kind of response. Maybe that's good for them. Maybe it's not. You can navigate that. But let's say that, yes, these products are exactly what they want. You're going to go ahead and you're going to get them started. And then you're going to start applying that retention strategy. You're going to call to make sure that they receive their products. Did you open your products? Are you using your products? Hey, I'm going to follow up with you because I really want to hear your story. I want to hear how you're liking your product. So I'll follow up with you in 2 weeks or a month. I'm just giving you a general idea of how this flows. Okay. And then as you're following up with them, hey, your subscription or your auto ship's going to be going through on this date. Do you want to add any products? Okay, perfect. Great. Let's do that. Oh, I want to tell you about this promotion for these hydros. You're going to love, these are all different ways that you're going to use these tools to not only get people started, but to retain them so that you have that consistent $500 a month or more coming in. All right, so let's continue on here. So you saw the share, you saw the enroll, and you saw the retain. Now, as you have this pool of customers, oh my goodness gracious, the power of those customers. Yes, we love hearing their stories, but did you know that every single customer that you have, they know people that you don't know. And those customers, they were put in your life for a very specific reason, because they can be used by you as a vessel to be able to connect with somebody else who needs these products. That's the beauty of the business model that Dave is working through, and so many of you are experiencing the benefits of it, is because that customer's getting a result. A lot of times we just got to invite them to share their network with us, and we can have more customers, or better yet, we get the opportunity to show them how rewarding the opportunity is with Engage. So I'm going to show you how this works through qualify, invite, and upgrade. All right, now what I'm about to share with you, I want you to imagine what I just shared with you. That's the I do. That's where you're doing it. You're getting people started. You're helping people experience a better life. Now, what we get to do is we get to add to that. We get to add to helping other people experience the joys of helping other people with the byproduct of extra income. So what this is right now, what I'm sharing with you right now, this is going to show you how to go from that $500 threshold to greater, but also get to experience that great part of life, the legacy part, where you get to help other people. And here it starts with the qualify. Qualify is asking questions that expose a need. Okay. So for example, you have somebody that's using the products. Boy, let me check somebody. Denise. Wow. How are you liking those products, Denise? Wow. Okay. Well, how does it make you feel when you take those? Nice. How are you experiencing life differently? Ooh, that's a good one, Denise. Hey, Denise, do you think there's anybody else on earth or anybody you know that might deserve to feel like you do? Yeah, it probably is. Hey, Denise, what if I showed you how simple and rewarding it was to share your story, and how by simply sharing your story, you might be able to help some other people and earn some extra income? Okay, now through that line of questioning, Denise might have been like, okay, yeah, maybe. Yeah, all right, I'm willing to take a look. Or, okay, what are you talking about? Well, another example is you could be talking to anybody. It could be a customer. Maybe it's just a friend. And your friend's talking about how they just got laid off. They were like all those Google and Facebook people, right? They just got laid off, tens of thousands of them. and they're just going, yeah, I'm in my 50s now. It seems like every decade I'm getting laid off just when I'm climbing the corporate ladder. I feel like I'm right there. And then boom, the economy crashes and I am just starting over and I keep on trying. Well, that's probably a good qualify or an opportunity to start qualify. Hey, have you ever thought about doing anything on the side? Have you thought about taking control? Have you thought about putting yourself in a position where you aren't fireable or able to be laid off? Have you thought about these things? And by asking just really good questions to find out if there's a need, you can start to qualify. Now, if somebody does seem like they're going to be there's a spark, there's a potential there. Instead of you having to try to sell them and send them the comp plan, which they're going to read, and they're probably going to be confused if they're like most of us, instead, the marketing team put together this really cool video that does the work for you.
At Engage, we're redefining an entire industry. We're connecting our mission to bring health and wellness to the world with the world's most scientifically validated micronutrients, and our vision of creating a first of its kind enhanced affiliate pay plan where 100% of our affiliates can win and make real money. Our affiliate plan rewards you for enrolling customers, and our team builder plan rewards you for building a team of affiliates. You can do one or both. It's up to you, and both reward you unlike any other pay plan in the world. This whole thing works thanks to our loyal monthly subscribers who find such great results. They stay with us for much longer than industry standard. Retention. 1 month average 94%, with some months at 100%. 3 month average 72%. 12-month average 60%. This plan works so well, 45% of Engage affiliates make money within 90 days or less, compared to many companies where only 2 to 3% ever make any money, and 70% make zero. Here's how you make money with our enhanced affiliate pay plan. We pay 100% commissions on all enrollment orders with a subscription. Next, we've taken the guesswork out of success with our predictable pay plan. Predictable pay with Engage means you get paid on all your customers or team volume. Orders translate to volume, and that is how you get paid here at Engage. No levels, no MLM limitations and gotchas. We really pay on infinite volume, and it is paid on all orders in your organization. Every month, it's predictable. Build a customer network, and in addition to the all of it bonus, you'll make 10 to 30% customer monthly commissions on each customer order, depending on your rank. If you like to build and work with a team, we reward you for that in a way no other company offers. Build a team, and you'll make predictable team builder monthly commissions of $150,000 to $45,000 based on your team volume. You can also earn double bonuses each time you rank advanced during our double bonus periods. Keep an eye out for our special double bonus periods so that you can amplify your income. Are you tired of looking for something real? Find your home at Engage. Real products, real money, real goodness and hope. Contact the person who shared this with you to get started.
That is an outstanding video. And what I'm going to do here is I'm looking for you, Jonathan Jones. All right, I see you here. And what I'm going to add a spotlight to you. And Jonathan, you shared something really awesome, and it kind of struck at the whole purpose of this when you saw that video. So I was wondering if you'd just be able to share on the video or in terms of this this duplication and what you see it doing for you and your team.
The duplication, enough has been said about that. But when I saw that video here, my first reaction was you just took my entire 20-minute opportunity meeting and narrowed it down into 3 minutes. And essentially that circles right back to the whole duplication concept, because not everyone can do a 15 or 20-minute opportunity meeting. So, but anybody can share a 3-minute video. And it put it so concise. It took all of the main components and just simplified it. I think if after you come away from that video, you say to yourself, wow, there's 3 different ways that I can earn income here. I can build customers if I want to. I can build a team if I want to, but I've got all the bonus no matter what. I win all the way around. So it's very nicely done. I think that this is the tool that's going to make it will level the playing field. Everyone now can do this. No excuses anymore. Share the video, rinse and repeat.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. And you think of like so many people in our in life, and I'm the same way with a lot of things. If I don't feel competent, I could do something, then sometimes I don't actually try. I go, oh, that's for other people. My daughter just did a headstand that she's been trying for like 4 years to do. And I was just thinking, well, that seems too complex. I'm not even going to try. I bet you I could if I put the work effort into it, but I'm not going to. And so this video, yes, I agree, Jonathan. I think that's a great assessment, is that, yeah, you're going to get more people that go, wow, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's low hanging fruit. So thank you for sharing that, Jonathan.
Just one other thing. I tried yesterday, John, just at the end of our meeting, instead of having the opportunity meeting, I just shared that video. And the first statement that I think it was Bernard that said, okay, well, that's the whole presentation right there. He got the same, everyone reacts the same way. So thank you very much for
That was great.
making this available to us.
Yeah, I just envision, number one, more lives being impacted, because now there's more people that feel like I can do it. And number two, like my heart warms as a dad, knowing that there's other aspects of your life that you can pour into as well. Instead of what you could do in 20 minutes, now you can do in 3. For us who really value different aspects of life, that just frees up to either do more Engage, or it allows us to have these other really cool, special moments in our lives. Well, thank you, Bernard, for having that same one. Cool.
Thank you.
All right, let me just go back to the PowerPoint here. Okay. Thank you, Jonathan. Okay. All right. So you saw the video, you heard the response, you heard the response of the responder that saw that, and Bernard, and there's naturally going to be some curiosity, right? That video is a qualifying video. So qualify, well, what does that mean? Well, it means some people, when they see that video, this opportunity is not going to be for them at that moment. That's okay. We still have phenomenal products for those who aren't already using our products, but it at least gives the person you're qualifying kind of a 30,000 foot view, and they're either going to want to know more or they're not. For those that want to know more, now we have an opportunity to share with them just some really quick overview of how we're going to help them beyond the path. And so our marketing team put together this really fancy video, the Share, Enroll, Retain video. And I'm going to share that with you right now as well. All right, that video said what took me 24 minutes to share. That video did it in less than 2 minutes, and that's a really good, concise video. There we go. And what it's going to do is it's going to, again, take that qualified prospect, that qualified customer, and it's going to, after we show them the video, and now they're like, okay, well, what's the next step? What do I do now? Now you get to show them that video. It's going to plant a seed in their vision of how simple it is to make $500 a month. Now, I know some of you are probably going, but John, I know there's people out there that need to make more money than that. That's okay. There's some other tools as well. That's where you can share the comp plan, and you can say, hey, look, when you hit here, it's predictable. Look, this is what rank my upline is, or this is what rank my friend Jeff is. And you can see at that rank with our predictable pay plan, he's getting paid that much. on the months that he's qualified at that rank. So there's ways that, yes, if you have somebody, of course, that wants to make more than $500 a month, we have those tools. But again, most people in the beginning, that's what they're looking for, is $500 a month. So after you show that video, now's the fun part. Now's the fun where we go to work. Now's the point where we get to take that new person. So we did I do. Remember, I do it's the share, enroll, retain. Now this is the we do. You have your qualified affiliate or your qualified customer. That qualified customer has decided that I'm willing to share now. I want to upgrade to become an affiliate. I want to earn $500 a month. And now you're going to do it with them. So you're going to help them share, engage with their closest network. You're going to help them enroll their network. You're going to help them retain their network. Now, this is what separates us from other companies too. Other companies, they wouldn't have that help part. Those other companies, they would get that new affiliate started and they would kick them out the nest on day one. And that person would sink or swim. And of course, the naturals, they sometimes swim. Most people drown, most people sink in our industry, but not here, because here we come alongside and we say, hey, whether you have experience in this industry or not, I do. And even if I don't have experience, my upline, my sponsor, they do. And you know what? This is so simple. I'm able to earn while I learn. Not like other aspects in life. Dr. Prasad has more degrees behind his name than in his name, I think. And he probably had to learn before he earned with his degrees. But that's not the case here. We actually get to earn while we're learning through the I do, we do, you do method. Okay. So we're going to help them upgrade to earning that $500. So one of the tools that we're equipping you with is the set yourself up for success checklist here. It's for the new affiliate. You're going to want to go through it with your new affiliate. Okay. Simple thing. Download the Engage app. Attend a getting started training. Now, this is us corporately. I know you have some of your onboarding. Yes, you want to make sure you have clear direction with your new affiliate on onboarding them. So this is our structure here. This is a guide. Again, download, follow Engage on Facebook and Instagram. Work with your sponsor to share. That word prepares in there because it kind of goes without saying, but I almost like to have a little blind spot with it because I like to just share, get to the share part, right? We can prepare all we want. Lord knows that I prepared all the time to ask a girl to the high school dances. And you know what? I never got one because I did all the preparing and never any sharing. So I never had a date to the dances because I prepared a lot, but I never shared. All right. So sharing is the key to going on the dance and to helping other people. All right. And then we want to identify at least 2 prospects per day from the warm market that we're actually going to share with. Okay. And then, of course, attend those corporate updates, those Zoom meetings. So this is a tool. All these tools will be accessible soon. And I'm going to welcome up Jeff here. Jeff Ashby, come on in and just give us your 30,000 foot leader view of this duplication method in terms of just duplicating and helping more people win and have success. And I'll stop here.
I'm going to give a minute here to Helen.
Oh, sorry, Helen.
My apologies, Helen. We have a lot of tools in our tool chest here, and that list is amazing.
You know, John, this really is a powerful experience for all of us. Earlier in the chat, I says, you know, we're at an incredible time in history, and we're with the world's best company, and seeing the professionalism as we have just, you know, gotten so much better. I mean, Michelle is responding there in the chat to questions like Daryl asked, hey, can we get somebody reading to us those powerful points, and we're on it. This is such an amazing time to really go out with something so easily understood and conveyed in that, Helen, what is it?
I do, we do, you do.
Yeah. Super exciting.
Awesome.
Thanks, John.
Well, thank you. Thank you for you and your team and the other legacies for helping guide us. All right. Well, we're going to continue on here. Okay, so I want to just recap real quick. So I kind of went through it as we're going, but just so you have this one-stop shop visual here, and I see my screen, it's being shared. Okay, we're going to qualify by asking questions to see if your friend or customer has a need that our opportunity can solve, right? We're problem solvers. That's one of the great things, you as affiliates, you're problem solvers. If there is an interest, send the Engage opportunity video, asking them to watch it. If they're interested, invite them to start and upgrade as an affiliate, then ask them to watch the share, enroll, retain video. Then after they've seen that video, you're going to upgrade them by sending that new affiliate set yourself up for success document, but you're going to guide them through it. I'm going to really encourage you to do it with them, to guide them with them. People get busy, and speaking as a busy person, I love it when people follow up with me because if they don't, I forget. I am so flawed as a human that I forget things all the time. And I love it when people follow up with me because there's things I want to do in life that just out of sight, out of mind. And so when people follow up, I am so grateful for them. And that's how a lot of us are. So please do that document with them. And then it's rinse and repeat, like Jonathan said, with enthusiasm. I do, we do, you do. All right, so we said all these things, and I think this is a perfect segue into Mexico, right? What are you going to get at Mexico? Well, number one, you're going to be able to qualify to have your way paid for, or have their portion paid for through our promotion to Mexico by implementing what you just saw right there. It is closer than what you may think. There are people that have tried and not succeeded to the levels that they've wanted to for many years in our business. And because they keep on planting those seeds, the right one takes root and the rest is history. And I am going to encourage you, just for poops and giggles, just pretend that you can make Mexico this month, that you can hit that next rank that's going to qualify you. I know you're probably thinking, there's no way, it's impossible. Things like this don't happen to me. And you know what? Okay, maybe it is. But I'm just going to ask you, pretend, just throw on that imagine cap and just pretend that you believe that there's a way that you can qualify for Mexico. And you know what? If you give it your all and you don't, you just prove yourself right. Okay, great. Well, you're right back where you were. But what if just because you were throwing out all logic out the window and you were willing to give it your gusto, if in the moments where your armpits were sweating because you're so nervous and your shirt was drenched because you're so afraid of what your friend said, let's just say for poops and giggles, just this month that you were willing to ask them and you didn't care what they said. What if that was the difference? What if that was the key that improved their life? I had a great mentor of mine tell me once that you don't know what people are going through. You don't know. They may be sunshine and rainbows on the outside, but you don't know. You don't know what they're struggling with. You don't know what their wife was just diagnosed with. You don't know that their pride was preventing them from sharing that they just got laid off. You don't know. That's why I'm saying, just for poops and giggles this month, be willing to share this message, to share, engage with them, and just go all out. Whatever was holding you back, this is the month that you just say, forget it. I'm going to try, and I'm probably right. I probably won't. But what if it does? Because when you get to Mexico and you join these beautiful people, and there's other beautiful people here, these are just the beautiful ones that earned it. When you get a chance to shake Dr. Prasad's hands and you get to look him directly in the eyes, he's beautiful on this video, but can you imagine how much more you're going to pick up? You get to see those side conversations. You get to have seaside cocktails or virgin daiquiris with Jeff and Helen, and you get to pick their brain, and you get to talk with these legacy folks, and you get to see, well, what do you do in this situation? Or I had somebody that was saying that, and Jonathan, I heard you say you used a video like this, and oh, I'm doing it like that. And you get to have these titans of our company be able to help guide you and to share with you exactly what they're doing in the nooks and the crannies. That's why even if you don't qualify for Mexico, I'm going to encourage you to go, because I can't imagine anybody's going to go and say that they had a miserable time, right? You're going to go and you're going to have so much fun, and you're going to learn a lot. You're going to come back fired up, and you're going to leave a bigger legacy than you could ever imagine after you go to something like that. So this month, earn your way, but no matter what, make sure you get registered. I think we still have a handful of rooms left, and we'd love for you to be one of those folks that earns it and or joins us there. All right, now just planting this as a seed. I know you already remember, but just for those newer affiliates here, double rank bonus, okay? Double bonus incentive this month. This is going to run through August 2023. For those of you new affiliates, can you imagine being able to earn twice, 2 times that predictable income, 2 times that predictable income? One thing I know about Dave is he loves paying out based on that comp plan. So you take advantage of that and you make that man pay you out, along with our amazing Engage family. We love seeing you succeed. And these are really special periods. Achieve those new ranks, earn that double income, and that's going to last next month. But you got to imagine how much excitement's going to happen in your team with this duplication that you and them are putting into practice. So that's going to build momentum for Mexico, as well as that double rank. So a lot to run on already this month. And with that, I'm going to welcome back up Dr. Prasad as well as Dave, and they're going to show more about, or share more about, this exciting announcement that we have of a new product.
All right, John, tonight we are going to make an announcement for the very first time. We've been talking about Omega for a long time, and tonight we're announcing the launch date. The Omega launch is going to be July 24th at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So just a mere 2 weeks from tonight. 2 weeks from tonight, we are going to have a momentous event. This is Dr. Prasad likes to talk about the foundation of health. This is the 4th leg of a chair of optimal health. Dr. Prasad, you want to give people just a little perspective why our Omega is going to be so unique and special as compared to all of those in the world today?
Yeah, yes. The first Omega-3 that we have is absolutely essential for your survival and growth. It is called a essential fatty acid, and there is no way your body don't make it, so you have to take from outside. And so we have Omega-3 in a way that it optimized. We give it a ratio, 1:2 ratio. This is important for brain function, and brain has a 40% of the fatty acid in brain is in the form of DHA. So you have to have more DHA than, for example, you have to have a EPA. And that's why we have ratio of at least 2:1. And in the meanwhile, many people get confused about omega-6. Omega-6 is also absolutely essential for your health. But if it is a high dose, if you take a lot of omega-6, then it acts as a pro-inflammatory. It is harmful to your health. But if you take a small amount, like we have in our formulation, then it acts as an anti-inflammation. So these kind of things are uniqueness that we have make sure that we have all, not only omega-3 components, but also omega-6. And the right amount, all these things are in the right amount for your optimal health.
Well, Dr. Prasad, I know that you and I have been working, I think, pretty much from the day you and I started working together in 2015, 16, you've been talking to me about Brain Boost and Omega.
Yeah.
We launched the Brain Boost. That was the first product we launched after Micro Daily. And you've been working diligently for many years, researching and perfecting those ratios of DHA and EPA, GLA and LA, all these things that I don't understand, but I know you do. And so in 2 weeks' time, our omega-3, an essential fatty acid, an essential nutrient that we all need for our optimal health, Engage will be launching Dr. Prasad's formulation to the world. And that's going to be an exciting time. Also, I'll just give you a little teaser. we will be having a promotion that will be a very short window promotion. Look at John. Okay, I will stop right there. There will be a promotion. It'll be a very short window of promotion where we want to give everyone who's there a chance to get something very special. And so I'm going to pass the baton over to you, John, before I say any more.
Well, you can just see this a little bit right there. And of course, Dr. Prasad, he's going to fill our cup off. It will be overfloweth on the 24th. I got to hurry because I went a little long-winded, and I want nobody check your cell phone or your email until I'm done with this part. Okay. So nobody check your email or your text messages till I finish this next part here. All right. Okay. So this is the whole timeline. What you just saw, what you heard today, we got the entire timeline mapped out for you. So you can see how these all work synergistically with each other. You have your customer acquisition, earn $500 a month. Then you have the pathway to earn more. And you can see how each of those tools. So if you want to take a screenshot of this, you absolutely can. I know some of our brains are very linear, so we can see how this timeline works. You see how our team was so strategic and how these tools just complemented each other in the past and the journey. So this is a great snapshot. I encourage you to screenshot it, put it on. It's going to help you know how to use these tools to the best use. And this is what I got to hurry up with. This exciting news just dropped. Some of you eager beavers probably saw it on your text message. I saw the notification on my phone and I was like, oh boy, okay. I'm going to get a move on. Here we go. We just talked about this incredible opportunity to give everyday people an extra $500 a month, an extra $6,000 a year. And then on top of that, we just shared how everyday people can take that and double it to $1,000 a month, and then double that to $2,000 a month. And now we're getting to the point when that doubles, we're talking about replacing that income, those 60, 70 hours a week away from the kids, the family, the grandkids, seeing the dwindling retirement fund. We just gave them a way to replace it. But it all starts with a single step, right? We've all heard that walk of a mile or 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and it begins with you. And that can be intimidating. That can be a little bit hard, but it's going to be worth it. I'm going to ask you to take the first step. And here's what I mean by that. We talked about earning $500 a month. We talked about that being the key. Okay. So this promotion, it starts tonight. Technically started for any of you that have been starting people as PCs or affiliates on subscription. Any of you who have been earning all of it bonuses since July 6th. Okay, so July 6th through August 2nd, all you have to do is earn $250 of all of it bonus accumulated. Okay, so earn $250 accumulated of all of it bonus. When? Between July 6th and August 2nd. And you're going to get a free micro daily hydro EMF. This is a product that is so stinking popular that you all just keep on selling it all. And so I still haven't tried this product yet. I'm seeing Jeff and his buddies ripping it and tipping it back, almost mocking me each and every time because I don't have it. I know how valuable this product is. And each and every one of you, you're going to get a free box by all you have to do is accumulate $250 in the first payout of the all of it bonus. So you're already going to do that. You're already going to help people. You're already going to get all of it bonuses. And now we're going to throw in a free micro daily hydro EMF. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, I want more. Okay. So that promotion one, that's the I do. That's what you do, right? That's the I do. Now we're saying we do. Let's do it together. So remember, part of duplication is I do first. And now I'm going to show others how to do it. So the second promotion, and this is going to give you unlimited amount of micro daily hydro EMF for free, unlimited. Okay. All you have to do is help somebody that you personally sponsor or is personally enrolled. So a personally enrolled affiliate, you help a personally enrolled affiliate do the same thing. You help them earn $250 of that first payout of that all of it bonus between July 6th and August 2nd. yeah, you're right. They're going to get a free micro daily themselves, and you are too. So for every for everybody that earns $250 accumulated between this period of the first payout of the all of it bonus, we're going to basically be giving out 2 micro daily hydro EMFs. So it's going to be like Mexico when I finally get to try this product, because we're going to be giving it out like Oprah, and so many of you are already sharing this wonderful product. So this promotion, just churn and burn. If I have to not try this product for another 2 months because we're giving out thousands of them or hundreds of them, then I can live with that. I will take my other hydro. I will continue to take my CBD boost, my eye boost, my brain boost, my probiotic. I will take all those things if it means more people getting these products in their hands and more of these free hydro, micro daily hydro EMFs going out. Okay. So just a footnote. I want to just, while I have you here, that free product that you earn, that will ship out after August 3rd. So sometime between August 3rd and August 10th, just to put it on your perspective. Check your back office, check your app, and you'll see all the different details with this promotion, but very simple. Between the contest period, go ahead and earn yourself $250 accumulated in that first payout and help somebody else do the same thing. And you'll get a micro daily for you doing it, as well as for helping somebody else do it. All right. Well, let us wrap this up here. And to do that, I'm going to welcome up our founder, Dave Nemelka.
Well, John, thank you so much. I'm just going to say, how awesome is it to have you in the Engage family and our team. You epitomize our logo of holding hands and lifting each other. And so thank you for being that kind of a spirit and that kind of a person. I'm thinking about this duplication model, and I know you like stories, and I have a story. I'm a gardener. I love to garden, flower gardens, vegetable gardens. I just absolutely love the beauty of nature and the miracle of life. And when I think of what we're talking about today, I'm thinking about when I planted my annuals here a month or so ago. You take these beautiful annuals and they look so gorgeous, and you pull them out of the greenhouse where they've been loved and nurtured. They've been given all the water and fertilizer they need. They've been protected from the sun. And then you bring them out into this harsh world where the sun beats down on them and they're not getting enough water. And what I found is when I first plant my annuals, I need to make sure that I am there to take care of them. So it's that I do, right? It's like I need to make sure I help nurture those annuals. And if I'll nurture them, and in the gardening world, for me, if I'll nurture them for 3 or 4 weeks, they're going to take their roots and they're going to get their roots deep. They're going to get the soil. They're going to take a few blows from the wind, maybe a rain or a hailstorm. The sun's going to beat down on them, but they're going to get their roots deep. And once those roots are deep, now I'm walking into my garden every morning and I'm seeing this burst of color, absolute a miracle of life. And what I listened to you say tonight, John, reminds me of planting a garden with these annuals that have been taken out of the greenhouse. It's just like when someone, they take that step forward and they step out of their comfort zone, or they step into this new world of Engage. If we are going to be there and nurture them and help them get their roots deeper, can you imagine how many people will be going to Mexico with us? Can you imagine how many people are bringing health and wellness and goodness to the world? Can you imagine that a call tonight where we have close to 200 people on it, we'll have a call where we have people from all over the world, and Dr. Prasad's vision truly will be fulfilled. So John, thank you. And thank you to all of you who've joined us tonight and helping us to catch the vision of what it means to be a gardener at Engage and to nurture others to success. And John, like you talk about serving others and finding joy in the service of others. So I want to thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you've caught that vision. And I can't wait to see between August the 3rd and the 10th, how many boxes of hydro we send. I have a feeling, John, you may have to wait till Mexico for that box of hydro. So anyway, wish you all, God bless you, Godspeed, and wish you all good health and wellness tonight. Thank you all for all that you've done, and good night, everybody.